Hey guys, welcome to Carter Covers, and it's time for Saint of the Day. Today's saint is Saint Gianna Beretta Molla, who was born 1922 and died 1962. Gianna Beretta was born in Milan on October 4th, 1922. Already as a youth, she willingly accepted the gift of faith and the clearly Christian education that she received from her excellent parents. As a result, she experienced life as a marvelous gift from God and had a strong faith in providence, and was convinced the necessity and effectiveness of prayer. She diligently dedicated herself to studies during the years of her secondary and university education, while at the same time applying her faith through generous apostolic services among the youth of the Catholic Action and charitable work among the elderly and needy as a member of the St. Vincent de Paul Society. After earning degrees in medicine and surgery from the University of Pavia, in 1949 she opened a medical clinic in Mesro, near Magenta, in 1950. She specialized in pediatrics at the University of Milan in 1952, and thereafter gave special attention to mothers, babies, the elderly, and the poor. While working in the field of medicine, which she considered a mission and practiced as such, she increased her generous service to Catholic Action, especially among the very young, and at the same time expressed her joie de vivre and love of creation through skiing and mountaineering. Through her prayers and those of others, she reflected upon her vocation, which she also considered a gift from God. Having chosen the vocation of marriage, she embraced it with complete enthusiasm and wholly dedicated herself to forming a truly Christian family. She became engaged to Pietro Molla and was radiant with joy and happiness during the time of their engagement, for which she thanked and praised the Lord. They were married on September 24th, 1955, in the Basilica of Saint Martin in Magenta, and she became a happy wife. In November 1956, to her great joy, she became the mother of Pierluigi. In December 1957, of Marilina in July 1959, of Laura. With simplicity and equilibrium, she harmonized the demands of mother, wife, doctor, and passion for life. In September 1961, towards the end of the second month of pregnancy, she was touched by suffering and the mystery of pain. She had developed a fibroma in her uterus. Before the required surgical operation, and conscious of the risk that her continued pregnancy brought, she pleaded with the surgeon to save the life of the child she was carrying and entrusted herself to prayer and providence. The life was saved, for which she thanked the Lord. She spent the 7 months remaining until the birth of the child in incomparable strength of spirit and unrelenting dedication to her tasks as mother and doctor. She worried that the baby in her womb might be born in pain, and she asked God to prevent that. A few days before the child was due, although trusting as always in providence, she was ready to give her life in order to save that of her child. If you must decide between me and the child, do not hesitate. Choose the child. I insist on it. Save him. On the early morning of April 21st, 1962, Gianna Emanuela was born. Despite all efforts and treatments to save both of them, on the morning of April 28th, amid unspeakable pain and after Repeated exclamation of Jesus I love you, Jesus I love you. The mother died. She was 39 years old. The funeral was an occasion of profound grief, faith, and prayer. The servant of God lies in the cemetery of Mazzaro, 4 kilometers from 4 kilometers from Magenta. Conscious immolation was a phrase used by Pope Paul VI to define the act of Blessed Gianna, remembering her at the Sunday Angelus of September 23, 1973, as a young mother from the Diocese of Milan who, to give life to her daughter, sacrificed her own with conscious immolation. Holy Father, in these words clearly refers to Christ on Calvary and in the Eucharist. Gianna was beatified by Pope John Paul II on April 24, 1994, and officially canonized as a saint on May 16, 2004. Gianna's husband Pietro and their last child Gianna were present at the canonization ceremony. So that covers it for Saint of the Day. I'll put up daily readings in a minute. Also, if you would like to donate to help the Alpha Lambda Nu Muslim fraternity, put the link to the Kickstarter down below. They're going until May 9th, I believe. But that about covers it, and I'll see you guys later.